Hey Leo, it's Empress Rose here. Welcome to your reading. These are general readings, so we take what works, leave what doesn't, as with everything in life. And if I don't catch your wavelength on this one, go check your other major placement, a Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I'm starting off with the Oracle reading for an intuitive vibe of where we're going, and then we'll do a more traditional tarot spread with the Golden Tarot. So, I have actually been doing this with these cards so that we, I don't know, because I want to. No, this is 1, 2, 3. There we go. Where's my brain? All right, you have, most everyone else has been getting all Moonology cards, and you are getting all Work Your Light Oracle cards. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right, take a break. Life's a work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. You've been hitting one thing a little too hard, one note, one theme, one idea, possibly one job, one activity, a little too hard. It's time to break it up. Get off the treadmill, go outside. You've been working too hard on something. It doesn't even necessarily need to be work. It could just be working on a problem, working on an issue, overthinking something. Take a break. There's too much routine here. Way too much routine. It's time to do something else. Free yourself, free some creativity. Get out of your comfort zone. Move. There's a locked in energy here of too much routine, and this could be routine of the way you think about something, what you think about, what you're working on. I don't want to say it's obsession, because obsession has a sense of something that we like, that we're enjoying, even if we know it's not good for us, we still enjoy it. So this is something that is boring. There's just been boring, routine shit, too much going on. People often say, like, build a life where you don't need a vacation from it. But that's weird, because I think you should always take a vacation, even if you love your life and every aspect of it. Seeing something new, seeing something different, getting out of your routines, always going to be healthy, even if you love your routines and find them beautiful, wonderful, and fascinating. We also have awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. So, okay, yeah, you're getting off the treadmill and you're going to find a new way to be, a new way of being, right? Because you're stuck in a little bit of a rut here. And you need to break out of that rut and find a new way to be, a new way to possibly relate to people, a new way to engage with ideas, and new ideas to have, new thoughts to think. You're in a bit of a rut, and you need to sort of wake up out of that rut. Wake up, get up. It's time to get up, wake up. You're in a rut. You're kind of stuck in a situation, and it's time for you to wake up. Not a situation. It could be, I'm thinking, like you're stuck in a manner of thinking, in a way of approaching things, in a way of thinking. It could be also just physically, like, in a bit of a rut. So it's time to wake up out of that rut, either a mind rut or an actual life rut. You're waking up at the rut because your warrior woman, have you answered your deepest calling? Something's calling you. Something's waking you up. This is like your inner warrior woman or man, your inner warrior, there's some sort of clarity, of purpose here. And so you've sort of been possibly going through the motions. You need to wake up. She's here to wake you up. She's like, remember when you were a kid and your mom would wake you up for school? Maybe some people had that experience, maybe others didn't, but an alarm bell, anything. Wake up. You're asleep. It's time for you to wake up and get out of this rut, get out of bed. And if you don't know what your deepest calling is, I mean, I think that's a little weird, because that's a question that used to stress me out quite a bit before I started engaging with this and engaging with other activities. That question stressed me out. So this isn't as stressed out, but this is something is calling you, something's waking you up from some sort of rut, some sort of place you've been that's gotten maybe too comfortable, but maybe uncomfortably comfortable, boring. It's time to wake up. It's time to get out of bed. It's time to Go do something else, be somebody else, do something different. You're being called. Something's waking you up, I feel like. Something wants you to do it, right? So there's that idea of not just like, am I enjoying this necklace? But this necklace is enjoying me. This necklace, it was its dream to be around my neck. And it sounds very silly, but it's actually a really good practice as far as like realizing that you're meant to be here, that you're wanted here, alive in life, that not only did you want to take that walk, but that walk wanted you to take it. That trail wanted to feel your feet on it, wanted to experience an energy exchange with you. So there's something that you want to do, but it's actually wanting you to do it. It actually is calling you and asking you to wake up and break out of your routine. All right, Leo, we're going to do this, one of these puppies. Well, why not? They popped out in this process. So we have Lilac, first emotions of love. Love is the magician that pulls man out of his own hat. Oh, yeah, something you love is waking you up. It could be a person, could be an activity though, a thing, something that you love, something that loves you, wants you to wake up and try something new, try it. Try a new thing. It's calling to you, this first emotion of love, pulling a man out of his own hat. I love that. I love that with this reading in particular, because that's the feeling I'm getting. Something wants to pull you out of its hat. You're the trick. You're the thing. You need to get out of this rut, get out of this hat and get pulled out. And something's pulling you, but it's coming from within. You're pulling yourself out. Hyacinth, playfulness. Yes, playfulness is the royal road to childhood happiness and adult brilliance. Play is how we learn throughout our whole lives. It's the most effective way of learning and integrating ideas and things. Play, yeah, I mean, life's a work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. Yeah, you need to play. And whatever you're going to be playing at, whatever you're going to be enjoying, it is calling to you. It's waking you up. It's asking you to wake up and play. Dahlia, dignity. A wise man has dignity without pride. A fool has pride without dignity. Confucius. But Dahlia, dignity. All right. So getting out of bed, getting out of your PJs, having some dignity and going to go play in some non-pajama clothes. Getting out of your slippers, getting out of your bed, getting dressed. Even if you don't have anywhere to go, you should probably get dressed anyway. All right. Makes you feel like a person. I don't know. It's the costume of being a person and not being someone asleep. And, you know, and then we can put on our sleep costume and go play the part of someone who is asleep, because there's a time for that. But this is not the time for that for you. This is the time for you to wake up. Wake up. Something's calling to you. Something fun is calling to you. And it even could just be, well, it's more than that, but part of it is going to be waking up your mind to having fun and enjoying something. That your mind needs to be woken up as well as your body, possibly. But your mind definitely needs to wake up and have some fun. All right, Leo, this is your past, your present, your inner landscape. What's at issue? Your environment, your to-do list, and your possible outcome. Jeez Louise! I have gone through this deck multiple times today to make sure all the cards are facing the right direction, because I don't take reversals. And what do we have? We have another reversal in the same spot. I keep getting reversals, which is, am I doing something wrong? I should go back and see if I'm the one that's accidentally turning the card around. Anyway, there are no mistakes in tarot. I try to have that belief in life in general, but it's hard. But there are no mistakes in tarot, so we're taking that as a reversal. It doesn't make sense. It would make so much sense if it were in the upright. Okay, so in your recent past, 7 of coins, you put a lot of work into something, waiting, not going anywhere, not doing anything. This is probably what put you to sleep, hun. This is probably like your treadmill, working and waiting for results, waiting for something to come in, waiting for something to change, waiting for something to come to fruition, waiting. That's your treadmill. That's boring. This is boring. You put the work in and then you had to wait. And then you just had to wait. The work was fun, maybe. The work was interesting. It was something to do, at least. And then this is like this very boring waiting energy, getting impatient. You're not getting impatient. You just wish you weren't waiting anymore. Ready to move forward. Your heart was ready to move forward. Your mind was looking at the past about all the work that went into this. And then it was just at a standstill, waiting for something to happen here. In your current situation, we have the moon. So we have things that aren't seen. They could be seen. It's intuitive. It's an intuitive space. This is also about, the moon is about the things inside of us, subconscious issues. Subconscious issues are at play right now. Possibly subconscious issues keeping you stuck, keeping you in a sleep here, but subconscious issues. I like the moon showing up in this whole thing where you're taking a nap. No, you're not taking a nap. Nap has a sense of like rebellion to it and a sense of, I know I'm supposed to be awake. I know I'm supposed to be doing stuff, but I'm not going to. I'm going to take a nap. This take a break, an awakening feels more like you're sleeping beauty. Yeah, you're sleeping beauty here. Sleeping beauty. And you've been asleep for a really long time, and that your treadmill, the thing you've been doing is not paying attention or being asleep or being stuck somewhere. So the moon, that subconscious energy, you could be waking up to maybe some motivations that you have, maybe starting to see some things that have been hidden before. The moon talks about, the coyote and the dog, what inside of us is tameable, what inside of us isn't tameable. Some of the little quirky little critters we have in our subconscious, some of that Jungian shadow work is what we're doing. So you could be looking deep into your subconscious, deep into your psychological issues, really starting to understand and see things. The moon also just has this sense of having to intuit through the darkness, having to intuit some things. So your intuition could be coming in very strong. It could be what's coming in asking you to wake up and get out of this sense of stasis, this sense of waiting around for something, waking you up. There's something in your subconscious coming in here that I think you're becoming aware of, possibly. And then what's in your inner landscape? We have justice. We have thinking about... Well, this could be worried about the justice system, worried about having to go to the courts or having to access parts of our justice system. But it can also be about equality, what's fair, what's good, and integrity. Like you could be thinking about, what's fair, what's good for everybody. And I think this justice card can also be about integrity. It's not just about the results, it's about how you get there. It's not just about where you get, but it's the manner in which you go there. Are you hurting other people? Are you cheating? Are you, what is the manner in which you achieve things? Are you, I want to say withholding, keeping secrets? There's secrets abound right here with this moon card. Are you keeping those secrets? Are you keeping things from other people? Sometimes secrets are very important to keep. They can be life-saving, but sometimes they're not. So, and there could be issues of balance, of fairness, what's fair for everybody, and honesty. Are you being honest? Honesty and secrecy are two slightly different things that can come under the same umbrella of trying to control what someone else does and what someone else thinks and how someone else makes their decisions, by withholding information from them that would change the dynamic and change their decisions. So, and also lying also is a way of controlling other people, making sure that they don't disrupt your plans and what you think is good for you. So that's going on in your inner landscape. You could be considering ideas of lying and withholding information in a way to gain an upper hand in a situation. And if you are considering that definitely would be part of this moon part, the subconscious issues, this way of thinking or doing something that you're now starting to see as maybe not very healthy, and maybe a rut that you've gotten into that you need to get out of, a pattern, a habit of relating or being that you might be starting to see as unfair. You might also be starting to see that you're on the other side of that you've been treated unfairly, and who has allowed that? You have allowed that. If you've stayed longer than it takes to say I'm sorry, then you've had, if the other person has been unfair to you, when you stay in that, you become complicit in that. I mean, I'm not saying it's someone else's behavior is never your fault, but allowing yourself to continue to be treated in that way, that is where your responsibility comes in. And we don't need to find fault or criticism, but it's just a fact. And it's just one that the sooner you can acknowledge that, your relationship with yourself, and I feel like that's what the moon card is actually talking about. Your relationship with yourself is the most important relationship, and when you allow other people to harm you, that disrupts your own relationship with yourself and your ability to trust yourself. So there's also, so justice is on your mind, fairness, balance, treated equally, a sense of truth. Coming in here, you might be thinking about telling some truth that you have kept hidden, or you might be wishing you knew the truth that someone else has kept hidden. But I feel like this moon card is really you, and there's been things that maybe you've been hiding, or maybe things so that's this justice card coming in after the moon definitely talks about trying to bring some truth in, considering bringing some truth and clarity into a situation that has lacked it. And that will change the balance, and that will change the dynamic of the situation. And you maybe, if it's in your favor, you maybe don't want to change that balance. You maybe don't want to upset that where the scales are right now by bringing in some truth, but you might, and then you'd have to be looking at that. This reading's pretty intense, as most of the Leo readings have been lately. In your, what's at issue here is this Devil card. We're having it in the reverse as an issue, but it is about feeling trapped, bound, unable to follow your heart, unable to follow your intuition because there's some sense of bondage here. This could be coming out of that with the Moon card here. You could be realizing that you have had, you have been stuck, or you have kept other people stuck, or you could be realizing that you do have an addiction issue, which or some sort of way in which you're not able to follow your own heart, and you could be understanding and realizing that and releasing yourself from some of these subconscious issues that have been bothering you, have been creating issues for you. With this Moon card, you'd be starting to see the ways in which you have misled yourself, or been misled, or been controlled by another situation, or even by your own subconscious, how it's led you astray. You could be starting to see that, starting to realize that and understand that. It could be freaking you out a little bit. But there is this whole waking up from something. And that's what I see with this Moon, this Justice card coming in with sort of also a wake-up call, some truth, some clarity, some honesty, bringing it to these subconscious issues. So you're definitely waking up from some sort of issue that's bound you, that's kept you trapped and kept you stuck, as some way of being, seeing the world, or even a physical thing, but I'm seeing more of internal work here about waking up from something that has controlled you and bound you, and starting to see why and how and what happened, and breaking out of some sort of trap, some sort of way. I mean, we have this breaking out of some sort of rut, and I feel like that's what's happening with this Devil in reverse. You're breaking out of some sort of rut, some sort of addiction, some sort of habit. You're waking up to be a new person. I feel like that's what this Moon card is about, this revelations. I almost feel like this Justice card could be your inner warrior woman coming in with some truth, right? She's got the truth right here. She's coming in with it. Truth and clarity, and you're thinking about that. That's internally you're having this warrior woman wake up and bring in clarity, justice, honesty, fairness. In your environment, you have Queen of Coins. So someone in your environment that's very focused on money, on their path, on their career path, possibly on where they want to go. There's somebody here, it's not you, it's external to you, but there is a person in your environment right now that's very career focused, very money oriented, very oriented on what they need and what they want and what they've earned and what they deserve. The Queens are internally focused, and there's a time and a place for that. But this person isn't focused on what you need and what the group needs. They're focused on what they need, which, we have to respect that, because that is a survival skills, focusing on what you need. So And then your to-do list is this Chariot here, but we got it in reverse. We got it in reverse. So in the upright Chariot would be things coming together to move fast. Yeah, things coming together, things working together, things and movement, possibly actually moving. But the Chariot here in reverse is don't move. It's almost like a freeze. But we have this waking up. So maybe you're just doing it internally, not moving, not moving quickly for sure. Not taking a big risk, not your to-do list is not to take a big risk, this could be not being part of the team, not going along with something, not going along to get along, not cooperating. The Chariot is about things coming together to cooperate and move fast. So let's take movement out of it. I mean, it could be like, don't move, don't go anywhere, don't move. But this could also be, don't participate in a team work. Don't getting out of the race. Because the Chariot, it reminds me of races because of Ben-Hur. So getting out of the rat race, don't participate in this race. I think there's like still too much that you're coming out of that you shouldn't be teaming up with another partner here. You shouldn't be moving fast. You shouldn't be moving fast. You need to be moving slowly. But you're waking up. You're waking up, but don't rush it, is what I'm saying. Wake up, but don't move too fast. Wake up. You're getting out of this devil energy. You're getting yourself untrapped, unstuck. But don't move too fast, because you don't want to move too fast, because that could be motivated by subconscious issues, the move to get this over with right away. You are waking up, but I think you don't want to be startled awake or jolted awake. I think this is about waking up very slowly, very gently, getting out of this this trap, this bondage that you've been in, but doing it very slowly. You're not moving real fast right here. And I don't see you cooperating. That's the thing. That's, I think, one of the things that you need to take a break from is cooperation. Play. There's a little bit of trickster energy coming through here. Ten of Swords. Beautiful place coming out of a painful place. We've got dawn coming out of the horizon. I know this does not look like a good card, does it? Let me tell you about all the good things about this card. I feel like a real estate agent in a really bad part of town. Let me tell you about all the amenities that your future has, your future situation. You've got sunrise coming here. Beautiful view of the sunrise. It's going to be gorgeous, okay? Yeah, okay, it's night right now, but you just wait, and you're going to have a beautiful sunrise. Okay, there might be 10 swords stabbed in your back. All right, yes, I get that. But you know what? There aren't any more swords left. There's no more swords left. So that's it. The swords are done. The painful situation is done. Whatever came in, whatever pure intentions have played out, whatever difficulties have played themselves out. That's where you're going. And this Chariot card, I feel like is a card of so I see internal action, but not external action. Let the situation play itself out. It's going to play itself out, and it's going to come to its own end. It's going to come to its own conclusion. I don't think you necessarily need to cooperate with it or move something forward. I know this seems very weird and confusing message to me that I'm getting, but there is a sense in the reverse Chariot here of non-cooperation. Don't cooperate. Don't go along. Do not go with the flow. Don't just do what you're being told to. Oh my God, you need to wake up from this bondage of being told what to do all the time. You need to wake up from that. You need to break out, break free, have a different way of being instead of cooperating, going along, doing whatever. That's the bondage. You've been doing something that you didn't want to be doing, and this Chariot is coming here reverse, telling you need to stop. Yeah, you've got some subconscious issue, maybe some people-pleasing issues or something like that, or not wanting to rock the boat here, but you need to wake up from all of this and not cooperate, go your own way, do your own thing. This helps the situation to play out in the way it needs to, the end of pain, the end of a suffering, the end of a hard cycle. But a hard cycle, what is that? That's like an event in your life, right? These events in our lives. It could be anything as big as a marriage to a squabble at work, right? As small as a little squabble at work or something, you know, it could be big, it could be small, but we're talking the end of a situation, the end of a painful, a difficult situation. It's coming to an end. And I think one way you do that is to not go along to get along, not cooperating with whatever's been trying to control you, bringing some fairness and some justice to the situation, by non-cooperation. Civil disobedience. That's what you're going to be called to do here. So you're not working for the machine. You're not you're not towing your masters anymore. You're not doing their bidding. I see you as the swan here. Normally I'd see you as the person surfing this stone slab that follows the swans. I'd see you as the person in charge of this all. But I'm seeing you in this one as a swan here, and not cooperating, not working with it, not taking this person wherever they want to go. There's a sense of just non-cooperation, being a sabots, being the wooden shoe in the machinery here, and sabotage. That's where the sabotage comes from. It's sabot, the name for the wooden shoes, from the Dutch. Throwing those into the machinery, it jams it. So jamming up some sort of the way things have been, the way things have been moving, this thing that's been controlling you. Jam it, stop it. Yeah. I wouldn't advocate sabotaging, but that's what I'm getting. I think sabotage is too strong a word. It's never too late to be who you wanted to be. Waking up. Yes, waking up. It's never too late to be who you wanted to be. They're in the mirror, right? So growing towards rebirth. It's easy to love the butterfly, a symbol of hope and emergence into new life. The path of the caterpillar may be somewhat blessed, which is, I think, the part you're going. I think this is really cool because it's talking about butterfly someday, still a caterpillar right now. Yet without the caterpillar, the butterfly cannot be. Accept that which is ending so you can open up and receive that which is beginning. This is the flow of life. So awesome. Ending of some kind of bondage, something that's held you back. Refusal to go with the flow, refusal to go with, to continue doing it, waking up. Well, this says that is the flow of life, yeah, but you can open up and receive that which is beginning. All right, Leo, I hope that was helpful for you. Thank you so much for your likes, subscribes, and comments. I very much appreciate them.